Hi, I'm Joyce Danger. Thank you for joining me today. I wanted to just give you some ideas relating to Thanksgiving. I'm here in my kitchen, which in my house is kind of for resale purposes. So my stove is full of our props that I'm going to share with you today. But with Thanksgiving, a lot of us we're getting together with our families, and there's just a lot of time for different ideas for Mary Kay that I wanted to just share with you. So I'll go ahead and get started. One thing that we oftentimes do when we're going to somebody's house for a get together, or whether they're coming to ours or whatever we're doing, but a lot of times I bring a thank you gift, and it's customary a lot of times to bring a bottle of wine, but I'm not making any profit, or there's nothing that's going to benefit me to bring wine. And a lot of times there's people, maybe they don't drink, or you don't know if they drink, and so a lot of times it's like, oh, I don't know if I want to do that. So oftentimes it's a nice idea to bring something like a little hand cream as a hostess gift, and you can do it up cute like this with a little fingertip towel and some ribbon is a nice way to do it. And that's, in the ideal world you could do something like that, or use the little these little gloves that we can get, the little stretchy kind of gloves, and this is, you can do man's ones or women ones or whatever, or even on a pot holder. I've seen a cute little idea, and these you can get them. You can get a little saying to go with it, and in an ideal world that would be the best way to do it. You do the little saying and the cute little thing, but in the world that you live in, maybe you don't have time to get all those pieces together, or for whatever reason. So another option is to just take it and throw it in a little gift bag, which a lot of times we have something like that. So kind of think good, better, best. Ideally, the poem with the little thing and the bow and all that kind of stuff is great, but in a pinch, a gift bag works great. If a gift bag, even if you can't come up with that, even if you just say, thank you, I would really appreciate you having me over, and I wanted to bring a little treat for you, and you can give her a hand cream. It doesn't have to be a hand cream. It could be something else that's sitting on your shelf. Maybe you have a something, like this, that's a discontinued thing that's, I don't have to pay money to put it back on my shelf, but I know that she would like it. Body lotion, who couldn't use a body lotion. It could be a Mint Bliss, Satin Lips, whatever thing that is on your shelf. So don't worry the fact that it's coming up really quick here. So pick something that you have and that you think that they would enjoy. So I would do something like that as a special thanks for having me and my family over to their house for dinner. Then, depending on the situation, you might be able to, some people in their family situation, the guys are all watching football, and then the ladies are all doing dishes. I mean, sometimes maybe the guys all help with the dishes, but a lot of times we're doing the dishes by ourselves. So after dishes, a lot of times I might take satin hands, whether you choose to throw the full size in your purse or the bitty one like this. This is the current preferred customer gift, but I might treat the ladies all to just say, oh, let's do our hands now that we've just washed dishes all afternoon, and then let them all treat them to satin hands. Typically in a family gathering like that, I don't talk about how much it costs. I don't do any selling per se. I just let them try it, let them experience it. This is your family. They know where you are. They know how to find you on Facebook. They know if they want to get it, they will, they can take it the next step. So I don't get into that kind of thing. If somebody talks about it or asks about it, I certainly would would take care of it for them, but it's more just to pamper them. So I would have that there. The other things, I have tricks up my sleeve. So I might also have Satin Lips in here, just the little, little tester one in there, or I might have Mint Bliss if everybody's been on their feet all day, especially if you're on a floor that's a, what do you call it? Not a wood floor, but my brain is gone. But a ceramic floor where, your feet are just killing you after being, cooking all day. So Mint Bliss might feel really nice on your feet and on your ankle or your legs through that. And remember, you can put that right over the top of nylon stockings, or even like a thin stocking, so you don't have to have everybody take off everything to do that. You can just slap it over the top. So I'll do something like that just as a special pampering thing for them to be able to just treat themselves. So I just have tricks up my sleeve. So it's kind of like, if you remember back, if your kid, when your kids were little, I know I used to keep extra clothes like for my kids in the car after having been in a situation where my daughter puked and I didn't have anything else to put on, or it was freezing, and here I got this kid who's just soaking wet and I don't have anything else. From then on, I always had an extra outfit in my car, and a lot of times I would have an extra diaper in my car. When I go to a wedding or things like that, I would have an extra book or toys in my purse, just in case you get a squirmy child who's just done sitting still, and you got to have little just tricks up your sleeve. So I always have some tricks up my sleeve, so that if the situation presents itself, so I've got some things to show. If not, it's not a big deal. You go home, maybe it didn't work out and you didn't show it. I don't feel bad or anything like that. I just know that I have them. in some family situations, I've heard a lot of consultants do makeovers while the guys are watching football. And if your family loves that sort of thing and they're all into that, that's a great thing and a great opportunity to do that. So, you kind of get, your family, and if that's something that they would think would be really fun, or if they would be just totally not into that. So whichever they are, but that's just some fun ideas that you could do for the holiday. The other thing I listen for at this time of year is who's taking their family Christmas card pictures. So a lot of times, if you've ever done the family Christmas card picture where you put the camera on automatic to go in so many seconds, and then somebody runs over there, and then they all try to smile and then see what you get, and then somebody runs back and resets it, and then you try again. And we did this on Father's Day, and the pictures that we got are they're hysterical, but nothing that was good. So if you've ever done that, maybe you could be the person who offers to do the makeover for the mom to make her look absolutely gorgeous, and then be the one to hold the camera and just go click, 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 and you can look and see if it turned out, or they can look right away. But before the kids get all squirmy, you can take 10 or 20 or 30 pictures in the time that you took, maybe 4 or 5 if you're trying to do that automatic timed thing. So she can have a makeover, you can do the family Christmas card picture, and you don't have to be a fabulous photographer or anything like that. You just need to be able to hold the camera straight, or hold it onto a table where if you're not good at holding it straight, just put it onto the table and then click it that way, so that you don't, if you're one who goes down like that every time you take a picture, you still can get that. But be listening for opportunities like that at the holiday season. Also be looking for other opportunities. For example, next Friday, day after Thanksgiving, is a huge shopping day that it seems like the whole world goes out there to the malls to shop. So there's a lot of people who are like me, like I would not go out to there for anything. I just like, ugh, yuck, there's everybody out there. But I would be good for something like online shopping. So if you wanted to have a sale, maybe a web sale, so something on your website, Pink Friday kind of thing where they could order on your website, phone sale, something like that might be kind of fun. Cyber Monday is big, so that might be another opportunity to reach out to your customers. Be thinking shopping coffees, be thinking of just having little things like that, like this kind of stuff that I was just showing you, having this kind of stuff with you. A lot of times they might say, oh, I couldn't leave, I had some cute things, I couldn't leave them in the car, so I, maybe have your tote bag or something like that with you, just doing the stuff that you're doing. Sometimes I might bring some things with me and say, I've just put together some gift things. I don't know if they were cute or not cute. I wanted to see what you thought, if you think they're cute or not cute. So I might show people that way. In terms of even like your relatives, I might, bring something, I might make the extra effort to make it cute just because I want them to see what I'm capable of doing. Because sometimes, we all know that I'm capable of this, but I might want them to see that, oh yeah, look at that, she can do really cute things too. So that introduces people to that sort of thing. Another option too is to have other things you can show them, but be listening for opportunities. Listen to for who they're buying for, who they need to get for. Sometimes we're so busy thinking about, the main people, our kids, our grandkids, our husband, those main people that we need to get for, that sometimes we forget the incidental gifts. So I like to have a gift closet where I have a few extra things, so that when somebody comes over and brings me maybe a plate of cookies, and I never thought, like, oh geez, I didn't realize she was getting me something, then I can say, oh yes, I have something for you, thank you, that's so sweet of you, and that I have a little thing for there. Also, in the tune of being prepared, I wanted to share a little bit of just organizational skills for this time of year. We're out there shopping and you're getting all sorts of receipts, and in an ideal world, you're keeping track of all your receipts, and of course, as business owners, we're keeping track of every receipt that we, because we can deduct a lot of things. So this is kind of a fun way to use these little, like this is a star prize, but ideally you have some cute like this to put your receipts in, and people notice something like this. So when you're shopping and you put the receipt in, people, oh, that's cute, and it's a good conversation starter. But maybe you don't have something like this, or you couldn't figure out where it is, so then this is an option too, these little black bags, but so that your receipts aren't flying all over creation. Or another option, kind of good, better, best. Another option is just at least a baggie, but it's some way to contain your receipts in one place so that you can find the receipts that you need to. In an ideal world, you might have one of these labeled Christmas, for your gift things that that somebody might need to have a return receipt for, and then another one for business things. Or in the world that I live in, I thought I was doing pretty good just to get a baggie. And this idea comes to me from Natalie Murphy, so thank you, Natalie. Another idea comes to me from Kelly DeWitt, And what she does is she uses a little bag like this one here is a perfect size. If you remember, this is one of our seminar souvenir kind of things. But in your purse, a lot of times you're carrying this, that, and the other thing, and so you're going into somebody's house and you maybe don't want to carry all of this stuff. So this has like the necessity things that if I didn't have to bring everything in, I could throw this inside of my kit, or throw this inside of a diaper bag, or throw this inside of whatever, or just hang it on my wrist. Like I was bringing my grandkids to daycare this week, which was a whole new world for me to get up at the crack of dawn and get them into the car. I feel sorry for you ladies who have to do that every day. My goodness, that's a whole other world in itself. But so if you don't have any kids yet, get this business put together so that you don't have to do the whole daycare thing, because boy, that's a lot of work. But anyway, so in here I've got my cell phone, which has my calculator and stuff in it. I have a pen. I have my this little thing. This was a seminar prize thing that we got for they let us draw a wheel thing. But my driver's license is, don't look at that picture, but my driver's license is here, my money, my credit card, that kind of stuff, everything that I really would need to have with me, so that if I don't want to bring my whole purse, I have at least the important things are right handy there. So it makes it very convenient if I'm bringing my other stuff with me, so I'm not overloaded with things. And another tone of the whole good, better, best thing, as you're kind of thinking about the holidays, is, in an ideal world, we all know what we would want. We would want every present, for example, under our tree to look, like that and all beautiful. But in the real world, I don't know if your mother had this gift wrap, but I know my mother had this gift wrap, and it did not have a bow like this. It was just, that gift wrap. And we didn't care. It just, the fact that we got presents for Christmas and, whatever, it didn't matter. It was about the family, about getting the gifts, the relationships, the whole thing. And so don't get bogged down in all of that. It should, if I can't do it, if I can't do that, I'm not going to do it at all. Just remember that if I'm going to bring a hostess gift, if I can do this, that's fine. But if I can't, just remember her and do something. So right now, the last thing I wanted to mention is that it's double credit right now on skincare. So, and again, you might want to do this huge order and get lots and lots of double credit, and that would be great. But maybe you're in a situation where you can't do this huge thing, but do something. I know last year, if I look at our unit statistics, the difference between our, like top ranking people in sales, oftentimes it was within $100, sometimes $50 in sales made all the difference in the world. And so if you can get double credit on your skincare, what I'm noticing this month is that the ranking is changing dramatically, because there are some people who are working this month and ordering and making things happen, and those people are just bouncing up huge. And the people who are not doing anything are just kind of being left behind. And so the plates are turning very, very quickly right now. So if you can do whatever you can do. So remember, good, better, best. Let me just do what I can do. I just wanted to close with some words from Mary Kay in honor of Thanksgiving. Mary Kay always said that Thanksgiving was her favorite holiday, and so it's very appropriate that that was the day that she went to be with our Lord. And she gathered with her family on Thanksgiving, and then she gave them her Christmas gifts that day, and so that on Christmas they could be in their own homes with their families. And so I hope that you have a very great, wonderful Thanksgiving. And I'm going to read, and reading out loud is not one of my strong suits, so bear with me. But I continue to give thanks to every one of you. And the following is a Thanksgiving excerpt from Mary Kay, from one of her from the Heart Messages in our Applause magazine years ago. And Marcia Morissette mentioned this in our Bible study this morning, and I thought it was really neat, so I wanted to share it with you. We are about to enter the special and meaningful time of year, the holiday season. I have always felt that the Thanksgiving festivities are a wonderful way to herald in the holidays. Thanksgiving should be a day of reflection for all of us. It's a chance to think back on the past year and the many things for which we are thankful, to reflect on the Christmas and Hanukkah holidays and what they mean, and to look ahead to the new year and the opportunities it holds. Just as the Pilgrims were thankful for what God had done for them, I am so thankful for what He has done for our company. When I look at the success of Mary Kay Inc., I know that man alone could not have built such a special organization without God's blessing. He has drawn to us so many caring and capable independent beauty consultants whose desires, like mine, are to serve Him and acknowledge the work He is doing in our lives and in our company. Richard C. Cabot wrote the beautiful words, "When you say thank you to me, remember I could not have done for you what I did had you had it not been done for hundreds of other people have done for me. Neither could they have done for me what they did had it not been done for thousands of other people who had done it for them. And so the thing goes on in infinite time and space. Therefore, when I say thank you really meant to say thank you to God. Thank you, God, for our wonderful company, our fine sales force, our capable staff, and the many personal blessings you give each of us daily. Thank you, Mary Kay, for these wonderful words. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving.